Hello everyone. Today we're diving into a topic important to anyone in the digital world: social engineering. This is a technique hackers use to manipulate people instead of any device or software, and it's become one of the most powerful weapons in a cybercriminals toolkit. But what exactly is social engineering and why is it crucial to understand? More importantly, what measures can we take to defend against these attacks? Let's find out. But before you move on with the session, make sure that you have subscribed to our channel and clicked on this bell icon so that you may never miss any update from us. So, what is social engineering? Social engineering is a technique that malicious actors use to manipulate the minds of humans using psychological tactics to steal sensitive information such as credit card data or passwords. They may urge you to click on a link or download an attachment or app via a phishing email, call, or text message, which will spread malware. They may even try to use you to gain access to the restricted system at your workplace. As with most cybercrime, social engineering aims to steal information or money from individuals or sabotage businesses by disrupting or corrupting data. One such type of social engineering attack occurred on Google in December 2009 by a nation state. In this attack, malicious actors used social engineering techniques. The Google called this Operation Aurora. Moving on, let's look at the three traits of social engineering attack that play on your emotions. The first is heightened emotions. This trait takes advantage of your emotional state, making you more prone to impulsive or risky decisions. For instance, you might feel fear or anger upon receiving a text or call about unauthorized credit card use. Alternatively, you might experience excitement or curiosity when encountering an email or browser pop up claiming that you have won a prize. The next is urgency. Fraudulent messages are often crafted to create a sense of urgency. They pressure you to act immediately, warning you might lose out an opportunity or face severe consequences if you delay. This rush to act overrides your ability to think critically, increasing the likelihood of falling for the scam. Lastly, trust. If an email appears to come from a reputable source, take a moment to verify it. Cybercriminals often mimic trusted brands, using similar logos in website designs. However, a closer look usually reveals subtle differences, such as a slightly altered URL or low quality images. Now that you're aware of these key traits of social engineering attacks, you're better equipped to stay vigilant. But what are the different types of social engineering attacks? Let's find out. Alright, so there are three types of social engineering attacks. The first is human based social engineering attack. Next is computer based social engineering attack. And lastly, mobile based social engineering attack. Let's move on and discuss the first one, that is human based social engineering attack. Human based social engineering attack involves human interaction, acting as though they were a legitimate person. The attacker interacts with the employee of the target organization to collect sensitive information, such as business plans and networks, that might help them launch their attack. For example, the attacker can easily access the server room by impersonating an IT support technician. An attacker can perform a human based social engineering attack by using the following techniques: impersonation, tailgating, wishing, diversion theft, eavesdropping, honey trap, shoulder surfing, baiting, piggybagging, and dumpster diving. The next type we'll be discussing is computer based attack. A computer based social engineering attack involves the use of digital platforms such as emails, websites, or software to deceive victims. The primary objective of computer based social engineering attacks are tricking the victims into sharing personal data, encouraging users to download malware, and gaining unauthorized access to systems. The following techniques can be used for computer based social engineering attack: phishing, spam email, instant chat messenger, pop up window attacks, scareware. Lastly, we have mobile based social engineering attacks. Attackers use mobile applications to carry out mobile based social engineering. Attackers trick the users by imitating popular applications, creating malicious mobile applications with attractive features, and submitting them to the major app stores with the same name. Users unknowingly download the malicious app, allowing the malware to infect their devices. Now, these are some techniques attackers use to perform mobile based social engineering attack. Publishing malicious apps, using fake security application, smishing, repackaging legitimate apps. Alright, now moving on, we will demonstrate live social engineering attack to educate people on how to detect and mitigate real life social engineering threats. In this demonstration, we will perform a simulated social engineering attack using Social Engineering Toolkit, a powerful tool designed for such scenarios. Social Engineering Toolkit is an open source framework that provides a variety of social engineering attack techniques. It is widely used by security professionals for penetration testing and awareness training. For this demonstration, we will use Kali Linux, a popular Linux distribution for penetration testing and ethical hacking. This demonstration aims to raise awareness about social engineering tactics and empower you to recognize and protect against them effectively. Alright, moving on, let's discuss the objective of this lab. The primary objective of this lab demonstration is to educate you about how to spot a social engineering attack, how malicious actors create a social engineering attack using SE Toolkit and other tools. In this lab, we use a credential harvest attack technique from social engineering to steal sensitive data such as credit card details. We will reverse engineer a fake HTML page of a well repudiated organization, then send a malicious link to a fake HTML page via phishing email. We also look at how to detect mistakes made by malicious actors when creating a social engineering attack to spot that this is a fake email. Before starting a lab demonstration, let's consider a scenario. Ellis, a certified ethical hacker at Ames Commercial Bank in San Francisco, California, is tasked to show how malicious actors use social engineering tactics to steal sensitive information. The bank noticed that many of its customers' credit card information was being hacked via phishing emails by an online digital art selling company using social engineering techniques. The bank wants a certified ethical hacker to forensic the attack to secure its reputation against future breaches. The bank also decided to provide its employees and customers awareness of this type of attack to prevent future unauthorized access, data theft, and other cyber attacks. So before we start our lab, it's essential to have the required setup in place. Let's quickly go over what you'll need. First is the operating system. Ensure that you're using Kali Linux or any other Linux distribution. Then next we have is software tool. The core tool that we'll be using for this lab is SE Toolkit. Double check that it's properly installed and ready to use on your system. Then the target host. You should have an access to an email client such as Gmail or Outlook. You'll need an active email ID for this lab to simulate the attack effectively. Also, take a moment to confirm that everything is set up as required. Having these prerequisites ready will help ensure a smooth and successful lab experience. Once you're ready, we'll dive into the demonstration. Alright, so without any delay, let's move on to the lab demonstration. Alright, so I've already set up Kali Linux using VirtualBox, and what you see on the screen right now is the desktop interface of Kali Linux. Now click on the terminal icon on the left, select the root terminal emulator. A pop-up authenticate window will appear and you have to enter the password. Just write Kali and click authenticate. Now I'm going to zoom in. Alright, so we'll type SE Toolkit to run Social Engineering Toolkit. This just takes a few seconds, and just type Y for yes and press enter. This is the set menu, and to select social engineering attacks, we're just going to type 1 and press enter. So this is a list of social engineering attacks, and to select website attack vectors, we're going to type 2 and press enter. And since we want to use credential harvester attack method, so we'll be typing 3 and press enter. And over here we want to choose site cloner, so we'll just type 2 and press enter for that. Alright, so now we have to enter the IP address of the local machine, that is 10.0.2.15, and press enter. Now we'll go to the web browser and type http login page and press enter. Click on the very first link. In this demo, we will use this test website for ethical hacking. Okay, so I have zoomed in. Over here, click on sign up here. We will be cloning the sign up form page for a social engineering attack. So we will copy this web page URL. For that, we're gonna click over here and we're gonna select it and we're gonna copy it. Then we'll go back to our terminal window and paste the URL over there. So we're gonna close this and here we'll just place the URL and press enter. This will take a while. And after the cloning has been completed, you must now send the IP address of your Kali Linux virtual machine to a victim and try to trick them into clicking on the link. For that, we'll just go on the Firefox. Now here you have to log into your email account. We will be using an Outlook email account. You can log into any email account of your choice. And then we will click on new email to generate a new email. Alright, now we will compose a fake but enticing email to lure a user into opening the email and clicking on the malicious link. For this, I'm going to enter a victim's ID over here. And then I'm going to compose an enticing email. For that, I'm going to use ChatGPT. Alright, so now we'll type ChatGPT over here. We're going to open it. Alright, so now in order to create an enticing email to lure the victim, we're going to copy the prompt from the notepad and we're going to paste it in the message bar of ChatGPT and press enter. Now this will create a fake email that Acquired offers a 90% discount when you sign up using your credit card. When you perform this demo, the ChatGPT will always produce different outputs. Now a good way to conceal a malicious link in a message is to insert the text that looks like legitimate Acquired URL but actually links to your malicious cloned Acquired page. So now we will copy this output of ChatGPT and paste it in the Outlook email one by one. We'll just scroll up and we're going to copy the subject. And we're going to go back in our Outlook email. And here in the subject line, we're going to enter the subject. We'll go back in ChatGPT. And then we're going to copy the body. We're going to go back and here we're going to paste the body. Now make sure you make the necessary changes. Alright, so I've entered the name of the victim over here and then I'm going to scroll down and add an expiration date over here. Alright, next we're going to select sign up now, because we'll be placing the fake URL over here and then click on the insert link icon over here and click on link. Now in the insert link window, first we're going to type the fake URL in the display as field. Then we're going to type a cloned site address in the web address field and click on OK. Now in this case, the text that will display in the message is sign up now and the actual address of our cloned Acquired site is http 10.0.2.15. Now the fake URL should appear in the message body. We're going to click on OK. Now if we hover over the sign up now, we can see the fake link. Alright, so now our email has been successfully created. Now we can just simply click on send. Now we're going to log into the victim's ID to see if he has received the email from Alice. And yes, he has. Now as a victim, Bob will open the email received from Alice. Now, in order to avail a 90% discount offer on all premium art, Bob has to sign up using his credit card. So he will click on this sign up link. So this is the acquired sign up form. I'm going to zoom in. Now Bob has to enter all the details. So he's going to enter the username. Let's say Bob CEH. And he's going to enter password. And retype the password. Then he's going to enter a name and a credit card number. Now over here we're going to enter a fake credit card number. For that we're going to search for a fake credit card number in the search bar. And I'm going to click on the first link. Alright, so from here we're going to copy any one credit card details. And I'm going to copy this one. And I'm going to go back to the sign up page and paste it over here. Then over here Bob is going to enter his email ID and a phone number. And then an address. And then after entering all the details, click on sign up button. Now switch back to the terminal window. And as soon as the victim types in their personal information and clicks on sign up, SE Toolkit extracts the type credentials. The attacker now uses these to gain unauthorized access to the victim's account. All the personal information, especially the credit card number, is displayed in plain text. Here you can see the username, the credit card number, the phone number, and the address. Now the question is, how can you secure yourself from these types of social engineering attacks? First, check whether this email comes with the legitimate email address of a company. Also, check that the email is written correctly, because these types of emails have many grammatical and spelling mistakes. Still, nowadays, attackers use ChatGPT and generative AI tools to create social engineering attacks that are hard to detect. Also, I'll show you another way to detect if the connection is secure or not. For that, we'll go back to the browser. And over here, we're going to click on the lock button. And here it shows that the connection is not secure. This is how you can easily detect that this is a type of attack. So this concludes our session for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your colleagues and friends who might benefit from this information. If you have any questions or topics that you would like us to cover in the future videos, please leave a comment below. Your feedback is invaluable to us. To enroll in our cybersecurity courses, click the link in the description box.